Good morning students, welcome back to the session. Today I am going to solve exercise 3.3. In the first main, solve the following pair of linear equations by substitution method we discussed in our previous video. Okay, now I am going to solve the second main. Solve 2x plus 3y equals to 11 and 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24, and hence find the value of m for which y equals to mx plus 3. Here two linear equations given, 2x plus 3y equals to 11 and 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24, and find the value of m for which y equals to mx plus 3. Now the first equation, 2x plus 3y equals to 11, this is the given equation, and the second equation is 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24, and find the value of m for which y equals to mx plus 3. To find value of m, you need to find value of x and y first. Then only you can find value of m. So first we find the value of x and y using substitution method. Now take this equation as 1 and this as 2. Now take equation 2, 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24. So 2x equals to 4y minus 24. If you take minus 4y to right side, it will become plus 4y. So 2x equals to 4y minus 24. So x equals to 4y minus 24 divided by 2. So x equals to, take 2 as common factor here, 2y minus 12 divided by 2. 2 gets cancelled. So x equals to 2y minus 12. Now substitute this equation 3 in equation 1. So substitute equation 3 in equation 1. Equation 1. Now 2x plus 3y equals to 11. This is the first equation. Here substitute x as 2y minus 12. So substitute 2y minus 12 plus 3y equals to 11. 2 into 2, 4y minus 24 plus 3y equals to 11. So 4y plus 3y is 7y equals to 11 plus 24. 11 plus 24 is 35. So y equals to 35 by 7. So which is 5. So y equals to 5. When y equals to 5, then you can find x value by substituting in equation 3. So put y equals to 5 in equation 3. So we get x equals to 2 into 5 minus 12. So x equals to 5 to 7 minus 12, which is minus 2. So x is minus 2. Now we can find value of m for which y equals to mx plus 3. Now y equals to mx plus 3, where you need to substitute x and y values. So y is 5 and m, what is x? Minus 2 plus 3. So 5 minus 3 equals to minus 2m. So 2 equals to minus 2m. So m equals to 2 divided by minus 2, which is minus 1. Therefore m value Okay. So once again I will repeat. So take two linear equations given. 2x plus 3y equals to 11 and 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24. Now take second equation, that is 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24. It is not necessary to take equation 2 only, or you can take equation 1. So any one equation you can take to find x value, or you can take y value. Understood? So 2x plus 3y equals to 11 also you can take and find the find the value for x, or you can take second equation, say your choice. You can take any equation. Understood? Okay. Take equation 2. Here I took equation 2. So 2x minus 4y equals to minus 24. So 2x equals to take 4y to right side, which will be plus 4y minus 24. So x equals to 4y minus 24 divided by 2. Then, so in the numerator you can take 2 as the common factor. So 2 into 2y minus 12 divided by 2. 2 gets cancelled. So x equals to 2y minus 12. So take as equation 3. Now this equation 3 you have to substitute in equation 1. So substitute equation 3 in 1. Then you get 2x plus 3y equals to 11. So where x is 2y minus 12. So x is 2y minus 12 plus 3y equals to 11. So multiply 2 into 2y is 4y. 2 into minus 12 is minus 24 plus 3y equals to 11. So 4y plus 3y is 7y equals to 11 plus 24. So 11 plus 24 is 35. So 7y equals to 35. So y equals to 35 by 7, which is 5. So that y value is 5. Then you have to find x value now. You got y value. Now you have to find x value. To find x values, again you substitute in the equation 3 where y is 5. So x equals to, see here, 2y minus 12, y is 5. So 2 into 5 minus 12, which is 10 minus 12. 10 minus 12 is minus 2. So x equals to minus 2. Now we got both solutions for x and y. X is minus 2, y equals to 5. Now to find the value of m, you need to find x and y value in the given equation. Y equals to mx plus 3. In y equals to mx plus 3, y is 5, x is minus 2. So that 5 equals to m into minus 2 plus 3. So 5 minus 3 equals to minus 2m. So 2 equals to minus 2m. So m equals to 2 divided by minus 2, which is minus 1. I hope you understood this. Now next sum, that is third main. Form a linear pair of equation and find the solution of the equation. So you have to form linear equations first using the given statements. Then you have to find the solution of the equation. Third main, first sum. The difference between the two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Find the number. The difference between the two numbers. The two numbers you have to take x and y, and their difference x minus y equals to 26. It means 26 is a positive integer. Therefore, x should be greater than y. Understood? So that we have to write x minus y equals to 26, where x is greater than y. So this is the first condition. And the second condition is one number is 3 times the other. The greater number is 3 times the smaller number, right? So that x equals to 3y. This is the second equation. So let the two numbers be x and y. Let the two numbers be x and y. Now first condition in that the difference between the two numbers is 26. Difference between two numbers is 26. That is x minus y equals to 26. Here you have to take x greater than y. If you take x greater than y, then only you can write the second equation accordingly. That is x equals to 3 times the other. That is x equals to 3y. That's why I told x should be greater than y. That means x is the larger one compared to y. Understood? Okay. Now, second equation. The one number is 3 times the other. The next condition, second condition. This is the first condition. Second condition. One number is 3 times the other. 3 times the other. That is x equals to 3y. Y is the smaller one. So that x equals to 3y. This is the second equation. Now substitute equation 2 in 1. Substitute equation 2 in 1. So if you substitute equation 2 in 1, what will get? X is 3y minus y equals to 26. 3y minus y is 2y equals to 26. So y equals to 26 by 2, which is 13. Now we got y value. Now find x value. So put y equals to 13 in equation 2. So x equals to 3y. So here y is 13. So x equals to 3 into 13 is 39. Therefore the two numbers are 39. Two numbers are 39 and 13. 39 and 13. You can cross check your answers. See here. X equals to 3y. The larger number is 3 times the other one. 3 into 13 is what? 39. Right? Their difference is 26. 39 minus 13, 26. So, for all these solutions, you can cross check by substituting the x and y value in the given equations. So, whenever you will solve these sums, you can cross check by substituting x and y value in the given equations. Right? Okay. Now, third question. The third question, this second one, second question. The larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. Find them. Already you learned about supplementary angles and complementary angles. What do you mean by supplementary angles? Supplementary angles means the sum of the two angles is equal to 180 degree. That is called supplementary angles. What about complementary angles? The sum of the two angles is equal to 90 degree. Now the question is, the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. Take two angles x and y. Let the two angles are x and y. In that, take x as the larger one. So, x is greater than y. So, the first condition is x plus y equals to 180 degree. Sum of the two angles is 180 degree. It means supplementary. Then, the second condition is the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degree. It means that x equals to y plus 18. Understood? Okay. Now, let the two angles be x and y. X and y. First condition, angles are supplementary. Angles are supplementary. That is, x plus y equals to 180 degrees. So, take as equation 1. This is the first condition. Then in second condition, the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. Now, here we have taken x is greater than y. This condition you have to apply. Here, the larger, which is the larger one here? X. So, second condition is the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. That is, x equals to y plus 18. Take as second equation. Now we have to find the measurement of two angles, that is x and y. Now, substitute equation 2 in 1. So, substitute equation 2 in 1. So, we get x plus y equals to 180, where x is y plus 18. Y plus 18 plus y equals to 180. So, x is y plus 80 plus y equals to 180. So, 2y equals to 180 minus 80. 2y is 180 minus 80. What is 180 minus 80? 180 minus 80 is 162. So, y equals to 162 divided by 2, which is 81 degrees. So, y equals to 81. Now, we got y equals to 81. Find x. So, x equals to y plus 80. So, y is 81 plus 80. So, 81 plus 80, that is 99. Right? Now, the two angles are, one is 99 degree and the other one is 81 degree. If you add x and y, you will get 180 degrees. See here, What is 99 plus 81? So which is 180 degree. Right? Understood? Yes. Therefore, the two supplementary angles are 99 degree and 81 degree. The two angles are 99 degree and 81 degree. Similarly, you can solve the third one. The coach of cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later, she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. Find the cost of each bat and each ball. In this question, you need to find cost of one ball as well as one bat. So that take cost of a bat be x and cost of a ball be 1. So the first condition is the team buys 7 bats and 6 balls. That is 7x plus 6y equals to 3,800. This is the first condition. Second condition, later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. That is 3x plus 5y equals to 1,750. Find x and y, which gives the cost of each bat and each ball. Okay, you can do your own. Similarly, fourth also homework, you can do your own. I will explain now. The taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is rupees 155. What are the fixed charges and the charges per kilometer? How much does a person have to pay for travelling a distance of 25 km? A taxi charge in a city consists of two charges. One is fixed charge and the other one is the charge for the distance covered. Understood? So here two types of charges are there. One is fixed charge and the other one is charge for the distance covered. So take fixed charge as x and the charge for the distance covered as y. Okay? Now, for a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105. So the first condition is for a distance of 10 km, the fixed charge is x and charge for the distance covered is 10y. So x plus 10y equals to 105. Got it? Second one. Then, for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is rupees 155. The fixed charge is x and the distance covered is 15. So, for that charge is 15y. So, that x plus 15y equals to 155. Then, find values of x and y using substitution method. You will get x and y values, and this x and y value I have to substitute here to find the charge for 25 km. What will be the charge for 25 km? The charge for 25 km is x plus, x is the fixed charge. So x plus 25y equals to how much? You have to calculate it. Understood? I hope you understood this sum. So next one, fifth sum. A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and denominator. So let the fraction be x by y. Let a fraction be x by 1. The first condition is add 2 for both the numerator and denominator. So this is the first condition. What is the first condition? Add 2. Add 2 to both the numerator. To both the numerator and the denominator. And the denominator. Then the fraction is equal to 9 by 11. So x by y. So add 2 on both the numerator and denominator. Then the fraction is equal to 9 by 11. Now, so you have to bring linear form by cross multiplication. So 11 into x plus 2 equals to 9 into y plus 2. 11 into x, 11x. 11 into 2, 22. 9 into y, 9y. 9 into 2, 18. Okay. Then 11x minus 9y equals to 18 minus 22. Take the numerals one side and variable to the other side. So 11x minus 9y equals to minus 4. So this is equation 1 for the first condition. Now for the second condition. What is the second condition here? Add 3 to both the numerator and denominator, then the fraction becomes 5 by 6. Here you have to first we added 2 for both the numerator and denominator. Now we are going to add 3 for both the numerator as well as denominator. Now add 3 to both the numerator and the denominator. Then the fraction is x plus 3 divided by y plus 3. The fraction becomes 5 by 6. Fraction is equal to 5 by 6. Once again cross multiply. 6 into x plus 3 equals to 5 into y plus 3. Multiply 6 into x is 6x. 6 into 3 18. 5 into y 5y. 5 3s are 15. So 6x minus 5y equals to 15 minus 18. So 6x minus 5y equals to minus 3. This is the second equation. Right? Then after that substituting one equation in the other. So I will take the same equation, second equation. See here 6x equals to 5y minus 3. Right? So x equals to 5y minus 3 by 6. Now this x I am going to substitute in equation 1. So substitute x in equation 1. So equation 1 is 11x. X is what here? 5y minus 3 by 6 minus 9y equals to minus 4. Now simplify and take LCM and cross multiply. So 11 5s are 55y minus 11 3s are 33. Then I will take LCM also simultaneously. I will take LCM and cross multiply. So 6 9s are 54. Okay. Then equals to 6 4s are 24 minus 24. Right? Now 55 minus 54, which is minus this 55y minus 54y is y equals to minus 24 plus 33. So which is y equals to, now 33 minus 24. What is 33 minus 24? 9. So y equals to 9. Right? Now find x value. Then x equals to 5y minus 3 by 6. X is 5y minus 3 where y is 9. So 9 5s are 45 minus 3 by 6. 45 minus 3 is 42. So x equals to 7. X is 7, y is 9. So the fraction is x by y, that is 7 by 9. So therefore the fraction is 7 by 9. 7 by 9. The fraction is 7 by 9. Once again I will explain. First condition, add 2 on both the side numerator as well as denominator. Then the fraction becomes 9 by 11. So add plus 2 to the numerator as well as the denominator. Then cross multiply and simplify. So you will get a linear equation. 11x minus 9y equals to minus 4. Take it as equation 1. Then second condition is add 3 for both the numerator as well as the denominator. Then the fraction becomes 5 by 6. So x plus 3 by y plus 3 is 5 by 6. Cross multiply. So 6 into x plus 3 equals to 5 into y plus 3. Now multiply 6x plus 18 equals to 5y plus 15. So 6x minus 5 equals to, take 18 to right side, which is 15 minus 18. So 6x minus 5y is minus 3. So 6x equals to 5y minus 3. So x is 5y minus 3 by 6 equals to 2. Now this x value substituting this first equation, we get y value which is 9. Then on substituting y equals to 9x, we get x as 7. So the fraction is 7 by 9. I hope you understood this sum. Right? Okay. Then the last sum is 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Jacob's age is 3 times of his son. So we take Jacob's age as x and his son's age as y. 5 years hence, from 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be x plus 5 and his son's age will be y plus 5. But the condition is Jacob will be 3 times of his son's age, that is x plus 5 equals to 3 into y plus 5. Right? Then 5 years ago past, so you have to take minus 5. So 5 years ago Jacob was 7 times of his son. So 5 years ago what is Jacob's age? X minus 5. And his son's age y minus 5. But Jacob will be 7 times of his son, that is x minus 5 equals to 7 into y minus 5. So bring to the linear form and find x and y value which gives their present ages. You can do your own. Understood? I hope you understood this substitution method, right? So solve all the sums, solved examples also you have to solve. Understood? Thank you, students.